ladies and gentlemen, welcome to how to build a body bag tarp shelter. So, some pros about this shelter is that it provides cover from wind and rain, as well as snow, and that on the inside, you aren't going to be laying on the ground. Pretty cool. Instead, you will be laying on a ground sheet because that's what this tarp shelter provides. As see. Alright, so some cons about the shelter though is that you won't always get the perfect height on it, so you might have to adjust that. And sometimes it can be very annoying to build if it's not all like good and calculated. This shelter is best used when it's perpendicular to the wind. So for example, if the wind is coming from the north, then you'll have the shelter, well, the openings of the shelter facing east and west. So then the wind won't be just blowing right through into you. Alright, so what you'll need for the shelter is a rope that would be long enough for a ridgeline, your tarp, at least 8 pegs for the ground, but you can also have another 2 for toggles, and 2 continuous loops, as well as 2 trees. Alright, so first you will take your rope for your ridgeline, and you will create a bowline knot. So you make a loop, pass it under the loop, pass it around the standing end, back through the loop, and just pull it tight. Now you have yourself a bowline. Now you take one of your pegs, stakes, not a tree hugger. We'll put it roughly this high. Yeah, for me it's about this high. And then you'll pass some of your rope through, stick the toggle in, and you can slide it to make it tight against the tree. Okay. So now you bring it over here and around this tree. Wrap it around. Then what you'll do is you'll take your hand, go like this, wrap it around to create a loop, and then put it back over through and pull. And now you have a slip knot. And now you can put the end of the rope through and then pull tight. And now you will want to pinch it like this, and then bring the rope over, some under, just pull that, and now you've got yourself a ridgeline. So now you want to take your tarp, and if it's in a bag, take it out of that. Toss that right in over there. And then you'll want to find your center point, which for me is this line. Now you want to drape the one end over. Make sure that line goes all the way across on the ridge line. Doesn't have to be perfect right now because we'll make it look a lot better later, but something like this. Alright, so now you will be taking your continuous loop and you'll bring it over here onto your ridgeline. You'll put it over and then wrap one end 1, 2, 3 times. Then you'll take this end that you didn't wrap, put it through, pull, then you'll dress it nicely, and it should look something like this. So you can pull on it however hard you want, it won't move, but you can also slide it very easily. So now, I did make a mistake and I used a peg for the toggle here, which we didn't really need to do. But we will take another one and then take this extra stuff from your continuous loop and you'll put it through the tarp and then place your toggle in between. You can put this to the very end, and now that won't be going anywhere. Now you want to repeat this on the other side so it won't be moving back and forth. So I'll just do that quickly. 1, 2. And boom. I think I made this a bit too far. Then we take this, put it through, grab one of our toggles, put it through, and now we can pull it nice and tight. Alright, so now what we will be doing is taking our tarp, and we see how our tarp has the middle line and then it has the one at the corner and then one in between those. We take the one in between, we take one of our stakes and just pull it, stake it into the ground, and make sure it's nice and in there.
Make sure it's nice and staked into the ground.
Alright, so now what we do is the same thing on this side. You take this part of the tarp, bring it over here, just put it through the loop, and just put it into the ground. And it's nice how this type of soil currently is very easy to put the pegs in. Or stakes. Whatever you want to call it. Now, as we've been doing, repeat on this side as well. So remember, take your peg, put it right in, like that's good. If you want, you can take it. And then this side. Take your stick, peg thing. Through. There's a root there. Here you go. It might be a little bit difficult to get this one in because the tree is right there. And obviously, roots exist. Oh, there you go. Alright, so now we have the top cover of our shelter created. So now this extra flap that we have on each side, we bring it in, and I'll do that side first. Then you'll want to just stake these parts down as well. I don't know why this peg is so bent. Good enough.
Final thing we do is
On this side. Probably would have been better to have your shelter like as good in between the trees as possible, so you won't have to deal with roots like I am. That's why those won't be going in. Do the same on this side.
Well, Paul 18U game reminder, 6:30 p.m. May 29 at Charleswood Park, Diamond 2.
What? Then we will use our last one for here.
and yeah, as you can see, it's a very, very wide.
Just put it in. And this is a shelter completed. Now you know how to build a body bag tarp shelter.